Well, good morning. Our lectionary text today takes us back to Genesis in the Old Testament, where we've had a chance to learn about some of the patriarchs and the way that God has worked in their lives. And we've learned a little bit about Rebekah and Isaac. They had twin boys, Jacob and Esau. And today's text focuses on Jacob. And in our passage for today in Genesis 28, Jacob has a dream. And in his dream, there's a ladder and there are angels going up and down the ladder. And dreams were of utmost importance in the Old Testament, and understanding and interpreting those dreams was so very important. And Jacob learns that his dream is significant, and it really means that that the land before Jacob is going to be inhabited by people who would be a blessing and be blessed. And he learns that the dream indicates that God will be with Jacob in a special way, in an important way, that God would care for him and God would be with him wherever he went. So often in our lives we think, gosh, if God could just speak clearly to me through a burning bush, maybe just put a burning bush right in front so that I'll know this is God offering direction, offering wisdom for me. I'll have clarity. That's what we want, right? But more often than not, God speaks to us quietly, with a quiet whisper, with a dream, with a prompting, with a nudging, with some encouraging words from someone else. God is often behind the scenes, encouraging us along. And in fact, we don't always comprehend that it's God at work in a situation until we're past that situation and we can look back and say, oh, that was God at work in my life in that moment. I've told my kids so many times in the last few months, I said, guys, you're living through history right now in the middle of a pandemic. My children's children will say to them one day, gosh, what was it like to live through the pandemic of 2020? It's hard to see that. We're in the middle of it right now. We're living through it. And so it's hard to see the reality, the significance of what we're living in. Just like when we go through something, it's sometimes hard to see God's hand at work. But I want you to know that God is always there. God is right beside you all the time, encouraging you, speaking to you, nudging you along. So today, I just want you to know that. I want you to have confidence that God is with you. God is continually at work in your life, and even through the little things. And sometimes it's in the little things that He speaks the loudest. So listen for those God moments today. I hope you have a wonderful day today, and hope you're filled with joy and God's love.